Welcome everybody. So I went to GameStop and I pre-ordered my 10 packs of Avatar from them that I'm allowed to pre-order. While I was there, they had a couple of the Omega Collector boosters. We're going to open those too. I know I said I was going to do this in a different video where I would do 2 shorts and 5 packs in each, but seeing as how we got the collector packs, I figured I'd go ahead and just open all of these. So let's go ahead and there it is. Go ahead and get into this while I'm opening these and struggling for your entertainment. Please take a minute to hit that like button down below and don't forget to subscribe. It really does help out the channel in the long run. I'm just going to open up all of the packs at once so that we don't have to do that over and over again. And we'll just fast forward from here. All right, there we go. Hopefully I figured out how to do the edit for that, so the fast forward looked okay. Let's go ahead and get into these packs. Obviously, we're saving the collector boosters for the last 2 that we're going to open here. We are still looking for lands, so that is still a big part of what we're doing here today. We are completely done with all of our blue lands. What we need now is not the Rumble Arena, although that is a land. We still need 1 more swamp, 2 forests, all of the mountains, and 2 plains. Alright, so we have a rare coming up here. It's Toph, Hard-Headed Teacher. That is a nice looking rare there. War Balloon as our foil, and Omashu City. So we didn't get the basic land that we're looking for there, but no complaints. Always good to get these open and get to see all the new cards. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all enjoying the Avatar set as it's come out, and that you're all having a great time with the cards. I know I have been enjoying them as we've been going along here. I have been learning a lot more about kind of the show and some of the characters that I obviously didn't know before. Agna Kella? Is that pronounced correctly? It is the land, but again, not the land we're looking for. The Daily Agents and the foil, and look at that, a foil island. Now, we already have this island, but we don't have the foil version, so let's go ahead and just replace that right now. Here we go. So that's 1 land down. Not one we needed to fill in the empties, but it's okay. I really think between, these 12 packs, we should be able to fill in a couple of spots at least. I mean, I hope. Ba Sing Se. We opened one of those in a previous video. Shared Roots as our foil, and Misty Palms Oasis as our land for the pack. So far we're getting pretty shut out, which is, very disappointing, but it happens from time to time. We should get a couple that we need, at least, in all of these. And, of course, we still have the whole rest of the booster box that's in the background of the table here, which is getting a little crowded. So we really need to start moving on to get some openings here. All right, so we get that Befongs or Befongs Bounty Hunters as a rare. Looks like we have another one underneath this. Day of Black Sun as a second rare in the pack. That's fantastic. Zhao, the Ruthless Admiral, and Boiling Rock Prison as our land in the pack. So, again, not exactly what we're looking for, but 2 rares in a pack is always a good time. What's the most rares you've ever found in a pack? I mean, outside of, like, if you've opened a God pack in your life. I think my highest amount of rares is 3. I want to say 4, but I can definitely confirm 3. Always fun when it happens, though. Wartime Protesters as the rare in this pack here. We have Boomerang Basics in the foil as a nasty-looking boomerang. And we have a swamp. Well, that is definitely something that we need. Yes, that is the 3rd swamp. The one we didn't have already. So we are now done with all the islands, all of the swamps. We don't have a single mountain, and we're missing two each of the plains and the forests. Now, obviously, I'm not just looking for the lands in these. I'm obviously looking for cards that can be used in decks or things that can be resold for values that I can use that to buy more packs. If you're not familiar with my own little challenge here, Earth and Ally as the rare of the pack here, Azula always lies, and we have a Foggy Bottom swap in the foil as our land. My challenge to collect every basic land ever made in the history of Magic that can be pulled from a pack. So no Judges promos, things like that. Just stuff that came out in regular sets. And I say that because I know in the beginner box in this set, there is a lot of lands that are available. And those are not the ones that I'm talking about. Intruder Alarm in the full art. Always nice to pull a full art out of the play packs. There we have Iroh Grand Lotus. The Walls of Ba Sing Sa, mythic in here. A full art Boggy Swamp Visions as a third rare. That's two rares and a mythic in the same pack. So there you go. There's three, and we have a swamp that we already have. That is a fantastic pack. I'm glad to see that one for sure. So my only rules for my little challenge is that I can't buy the lands outright. I either have to pull them from a pack, or I have to trade for them, or I have to take the cards that I get, sell them, and use that in order to buy more packs. One way or the other, I have to pull them out of a pack or trade outright for them. Firebender Ascension is our rare here. Foil is Platypus Bear. And a Meditation Pools as our land. Not quite as good. I don't expect to have many packs that are going to have 3 or 4 rares in them. Although funny that I was just talking about how many have you pulled, and then we get that great pack. So, coincidence? I think so. I feel like this one might be a little special too, because it didn't have a token in the back. We'll see if that means anything. Avatar's Wrath as a rare here. Badger Mole in the foil. We have Swamp. Oh, we have another one of the blank token cards here. And again, we already have the swamps, so not one that we need. We've only been able to fill in one spot in 9 packs. Hopefully the 10th one here will help us out. We are only missing the full art mountain. One of the full art mountains. Both the full art mountains. I keep forgetting this set has 2 full arts and 1 not full art for the lands, which is backwards from most of them. Fire Lord Azula as a rare here. There's another one back here. Moomy Unleashed as our mythic. Toph the Blind Bandit in foil, and Kyoshi Village. So, disappointing for lands, however, not very disappointing for actual cards. I'm going to go ahead and crack these collector boosters open. I'm going to do it off camera because it's far more comfortable for me to do so without having to lean forward and stretch. However, when I open them, it will be all in plain view, lest anyone accuse me of any wrongdoings or changing packs or something like that. I mean, why in the world would I even do that? I'm not even making this whole series because of the expensive cards. Those are just a means to an end so that I can get the ones that I want. However, if we were to pull one of the special raised foil cards in these packs, I will not complain. I'll be very happy about it. Much happier than I would be if I, say, knocked over my camera. There we go. Take a second and fix that. We get all the sticky goo off the back of these packs that they use to hold it in place in the giant amount of packaging that is very much unneeded and just a giant waste of cardboard. But there we go. Those are our 2 collector packs. We have all of the waste. Goes into the trash next to me. Let's go ahead and get into this. Again, we'll keep that off to the side here. And I've never actually tried using the little pull tabs that are on these. Do these actually have the little pull tabs? It doesn't look like it. So we're going to do this the old-fashioned way and just try to muscle it open at the seam. There we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That goes to the back. Should be an island or something in the front. It's a forest. And of course that's the one that we don't have. So let's put that over there. We now have both of our full art forests. So again, these are going to be all foil cards until we get to the back when we get to our rares and whatnot. All right, there we go. And our first card behind here is the Last Agni Kai. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Here in the full art. Shattering Spree, full art in the foil. That is a nice looking card. I love how the fire sort of pops like that in the foil. Zhao, the Moonslayer in the extended art. Aang Air Nomad in foil. And Azula, Cunning Usurper, also in the foil treatment there. So that is one of the two. Let's go ahead and get this second one open. Again, if you made it this far, we appreciate it. If you enjoy this sort of thing, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below. If you want to share this with your friends, always a good thing to do as well. I would very much appreciate it. Thieving Grove, again, not the land we're looking for. All right, and we did get a foil island. Again, not one that we needed, but it is a foil version of something that wasn't already foil here. Sorry I keep hitting the camera. Setting it up to do these wide shot videos is a little more awkward. So here we go. We have Toth, a hard-headed teacher in the, looks like extended art foil. Heartbeat of Spring in the full art. Tale of Katara and Toph in the extended art as well. Zuko, Firebending Master in the foil extended art. And finally, Avatar Destiny as a foil to finish off the packs there. So we didn't get anything outrageous. There's probably a couple things there I'm not aware of. We did replace a couple lands. We didn't get as many as I thought we would, so we'll continue on with this set using the Avatar cards in the background there, and hopefully we'll be able to finish off all of our lands. In the meantime, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you all in the next